Here we are then. I'm on my own for this, so I might be terrible, but we'll see how it goes. We go into qualifying with a lot of expectations. I don't know a lot of people here, but I expect it to be a very good and clean race. I'm looking forward to this. This grid, from what I've seen, is one of the closest in the entire GXL section of grid. And we have Virtue being the first one to come out onto the track here in Monza. Monza's usually very good for overtaking, so I expect this is going to be very tasty of a race. Out of the pits now, going on to their laps, just you can warm up their tyres, ready for their flyer. Who do we reckon's on pole then? I think it's going to be, especially around Monza, everyone's going to have their setups, because if you don't run a setup and you're in this kind of league, then you're some kind of madman. But it's good to see some names that I do know in here: QBR Josh, Beatnik, CB8 Plays, Red Fire Tiger. All of these drivers very quick. After all, this is tier 1, so I would expect them to be rapid. Waiting for people to start their laps. GLT Venom being the latest person to go onto that lap, going through the bollards there. Some others not really going for it. I expect Virtue to be going onto his flying lap here. Commentate the entire lap. Why not? Another start finish straight now. Opens DRS almost immediately. That was lightning reactions from Virtue. Braking just in between the 150 metre board. Sector 3 there's a yellow flag, but I don't think that will affect Virtue. Out of the first two corners, nice and clean actually. Through Curva Grande now. Keep it tight in to carve as will make the track as short as possible. Into the second chicane. Mount the curb a little bit, attack the second. Don't touch the gravel on exit, otherwise you're in that wall on the inside. Through Lesmo 1. So much speed you can carry through there compared to any other track. Second Lesmo, sorry, and straight into another DRS zone. Coming down to one of the most famous corners, Ascari. Ascari is where you can gain a lot of time or lose your entire lap. Another yellow flag in sector 3. Gravel being kicked up, so I expect it here. It's not. Virtue's going to have not really that much to deal with. Into the final corner now. Sorry I didn't have all of this enabled earlier. And he looks to it. It's a 118.8 with Nuka bringing up a 180. Webby goes even faster with an 18.4. Wow. There's some quick laps. Josh with a 19.4. Second off, Beatnik with a 19.0. I said this is going to be very quick. Webby coming out of nowhere. Lawless Fever 120. I expect he's going to go for another lap as well. He's looking close out front. Looking very close. As Webby cuts the chicane on his in lap. Venom coming around the final corner in his lap then. I believe the next driver is Sizable Gravy. No, TLT Venom goes in. Gravy looks to finish his lap here. What does he go for? It's bottom. Just one off the bottom. 90.8. Ooh. Basket Case. 118.8 up into third. Panda Dominant Chen up into fourth with another 118.8. Look at the difference between second and sixth. Even seventh. There is basically nothing. 2/10 between third and seventh. I expect there to be a lot more. Now CV8 plays. Christian looking to go onto his flying lap now. What has he got to show? Savage Cabbage, I believe, on a lap as well. Watch through his and then go to. And we'll go to. Plays. Oh, he goes onto the gravel, manages to keep it straight, pointing straight though, through Lesmo 1. Very nicely done. Lesmo 2 now. Keeping it straight with a little bit of the rear end kicking out. As you can see, Countess did halfway through the corner. Down into Ascari now. What is he going to do? Is he going to nail it? Keeps on the apex. Does he spin it? No, he keeps it straight. He's very good so far. I mean, it's cleaner than what I can do. I'm not exactly the fastest driver myself, but these guys are leagues ahead of me, and I am just amazed every time I watch these guys drive. Savage Cabbage, where is it? Oh, 118.4 from the charity event, or Swanee's charity event winner. And what's happened to Christian? Just down the back straight now. Around the final corner, where does he put it? Is it going to be in the top half? 7th place with a 19.0. It's a respectable lap. Sizable Gravy. Is he on a flyer? I could not tell you. Considering he hasn't opened DRS down there. Yes. Oh. Shit. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. See if I can get myself back in. Sorry about that. Don't know what has happened there. Could just be a little glitch, which is what I presume. There we go. Don't know what happened there. Should be fine. Hopefully that doesn't happen at all for the rest of the race. I hope so anyway, because I might have missed some good laps. Many people have completed them, but who knows, there could have been some screamers. Hello to GH Racing 1. Good to see you coming along. And oh no, it's a little bit of a glitch. Ooh. Josh is on his outlap. There are some glitches here, as you can see. I expect them to be fixed by the time, well, they've come out the pits. Something has happened. I don't know what it is, and I don't like it. Hopefully, this will all be fixed. I'm sorry to everyone who's watching this. Oh, yeah, they're slowly loading in the times now. Everything, I think, should be fixed now. Or is it slowly fixing? I am sorry to everyone for this god-awful stream. But yeah, I believe Basket Case is now on a lap. destroying that chicane now. These times have already been set, I believe, so they're just slowly loading in. A little bit of a lift there, out the exit of Lesmo. Ooh! Just about doesn't invalidate it there. It looks quick. Looks very quick, in fact. Just so you all know, I don't believe Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris are actually in this race. Neither Alex Albon. I think that's just a glitch. Oh, and there's traffic. There's traffic. I think that was... I don't know, HR Redders, I think, in the way there. Is Basket Case going into... No, he's going for the lap. What is it? A 118.6. Very good. I wish I could tell you whereabouts that actually ends up putting him. But sadly, everything's going. Sector 3, I think. Oh my god. Couldn't tell you, it's one of the Mercedes. It's QBR Josh, I think, slid out of Ascari there and into the wall possibly. It's a Renault going slowly now. Is it Basket Case who was going slowly? I assume letting pass. Panda Dumb Chen who goes off there. Ruins his lap. Oh, not good to see. At all. These two getting held up behind each other now. There you go, Basket Case just lets him through. Anyone else on the lap? Sizable Gravy, I presume, missed the first corner. QBR Josh invalidates it. That's not good. Oh, another one. I presume that's beaten it, letting one of the Hasses through. Which isn't... I think that is Aaron, yes. QBR 20 Aaron. Goes into a Skies. Never mind, it is... his lap is invalidated. Sorry while I wait for all the laps to go in. DHL Webby improves on his time to an 18.2. He's laid down the gauntlet now. 118.2 is the time that they're all chasing now. It just read as I think on a lap now. Never mind, it has been... yeah, it's been invalidated. Lots of drivers invalidating their laps. Beatnik, I presume, going on to a lap now. Just after the 100 metre board, into the first corner, into the second, gets the exit. Oh, he slides and he's into the wall. He's hit the wall there. That's not going to be a good lap for him. Lots of drivers coming into the pits, except for one of the Hasses. Oh, that was CB8 Plays going up into 5th place with an 18.6. And Savage Cabbage, the winner, may I add, of Swanee's charity race, has put it into put in a 180.0. That is now the lap that everyone is going after. What a lap. I don't think anyone else is on a lap, except for maybe Virtue. And he invalidates it anyway. One of the... is it Lawless Fever? TRT Venom! 117.9. The fastest lap is slowly going lower and lower. So we've got Venom in first, Savage Cabbage in second, DHL Webby for the Racing Point in third, with Virtue in the Red Bull, and QBR Luca in what I believe is the Alpha Tower. Sector 3 is the yellow flag. Think that's one of the Hasses. One of the Hasses went off, and the Red Bull's gone off. Is it Virtue? No. I think whoever that is with Virtue there has spun off, and I think Virtue was trying to let someone past. Yep, one of the Hasses is just getting ready for a lap, I believe. That would be CB8, unless he's coming in. They might have run out of fuel, or at least trying to nurse it home with barely any fuel. Yeah. I think we're going to go into some kind of limbo now. But there are some... actually, never mind, there's some drivers coming out. Basket Case looking for a lap. We've got Panda Dumption, Red Fire Tiger and HS Redders. I believe TRT Venom, he's coming in. So we're about to watch. I believe. Oh. Who's going to go for a lap? I think it's Basket Case. Basket Case is like the person who first, or who didn't first follow, followed last time. He's got a lot of time to gain here. Into the first corner now. Looking very neat and tidy. For anyone who wants to know, I'm a new commentator. I'm not going to be staying on because this is just a first time thing. My name is Figgy Boy, and oh, Christian! I think Christian might have retired in the pits. That's not good. I think he's done the maximum he's done. Oh, one of the Ferraris off, or is that now from Romeo? I don't know. I'm commentating today because I'm a fill-in. My name is Figgy Boy, but I'm better known as Aaron. I'm not a quick driver in the F1 games, but I try my best. I'm probably better at designing cars than I am racing them. Through a Scari goes Basket Case. Speaking of designs, oh, he goes off! Oh, that's not going to be good. Lap's done it invalidated, but he's slowing down. That ruined his lap. I believe HS Redders is on a lap as well. QBR Luca is on his out lap. I think it is Redders. Redders is the next car, or is it? Yes, Redders is the next car on the lap. Through Lesmo 1 now. Into Lesmo 2. Beautiful lines through there. Out the exit, immediate DRS. We're down to Ascari. One of my favourite complexes of corners, I think, Ascari. It's just so hard to get right, and he perfectly gets it right. Oh, the little bit of slide out the exit there. He gets a little bit of slipstream from his teammate. That's some very good teamwork there. Into the final corner now. He looks to have a very good chance. Should be getting a good... Oh, should. Beat Nick. Think is retired in the pits as well. Redders goes to... I think that's a 180.5. I think that's the same lap he had before. Anyone else on a lap? Panda Dumption. Can he improve? No, he cannot. Savage Cabbage and TRT Venom staying. Savage Cabbage started a lap. Yes, he has. Engine glitch. Sorry about the audio of this lap. Just need to see. Because these drivers seem very quick. Then we're going to the second. Oh, I'm very tempted to just... This is... Oh, Sector 1. That's one of the Renaults, I think. Basket Case. Going slowly. Savage Cabbage managing to keep it. Again, I'm very sorry for this terrible audio. Have a look at someone else on a lap, and I believe Luke has just started one. Keep an eye on Savage Cabbage's name though, because he could pull a blinder out of nowhere. TRT Venom on a lap now as well. Luke has gone straight on, so it's Venom that we will watch. Redders is out. And Venom's lost at lap. And out the final corner goes Savage Cabbage. Can he take it? Can he take it? No, he can't. Oh. He has one more, possibly two more laps, I suspect. Do this as he goes straight on. Redders! Oh, there was something happening there. That looked on purpose from DHL Webby. As Basket Case gets a 5-place grid penalty. I wish we saw that. That was decent. There's a yellow flag in every sector. QBR Luca. I believe Sizable Gravy has lost it into the Scari as these drivers are pushing more and more. And yeah, just see. There's a lot of drivers starting to retire, and I think it's as they're pushing more and more. There's even a Mercedes off into the grass who has retired as well. Venom has retired. I think they're all starting to put in the best laps they possibly can. Some of them are just going off, dumb trends are out. Oh, we have a timing glitch, that is why. We have a timing glitch. Time that you see for qualifying isn't accurate to what the drivers are seeing. Virtue has completed it and it's Red Fire Tiger to finish. And that is the end of qualifying. That was a very close qualifying. Very good to see from these drivers. I expect this to be a very good race. That's TRT Venom on pole then, followed by Savage Cabbage and DHL Webby 4452. This is going to be good. If it's not, I will eat my own sock and I will film it. Basket Case does have a 5-place grid penalty which will drop him down into 9th, I believe, just behind Graphic Scarab, HS Redders, Panda Dumchin, Virtue R6S and Luca, who will all move up 1 place. Here we go. Looking for an excited race. Who you got for the race then? Like to know, type it in chat if you're there. These guys are mega quick. And 10 times quicker than I could ever hope of being. Here we go, into the race. I've got my money on Savage Cabbage's head. He starts in 2nd, I believe. But I reckon he has got it. Lots of you saying basket, but he does start all the way from P9. Remember. But if he's as good as I've heard, he's got a chance of doing this. All of them preparing their setups, getting ready, I presume. Well, they've already got their setup on. Preparing their strategies, sorry, and fuel. Again, the lights probably won't be accurate to what the drivers are seeing. But that's just how the game works. Everyone readied up then? Lawless Fever being the final one too. And here we go. Oh, onto the formation lap now. I'm expecting this to be a very good race. Basket Case is the favourite for the race victory, but starts all the way down in P9. Oh, Sizable Gravy already not off to a good start. Oh, Cubo Aaron backwards. You saw there, this is probably going to be a one-stop strategy. Red Fire Tiger going straight on. No idea what's happening on this formation lap. But yeah, here is the favourite. Oh, it gets so close. Graphic Scarab. It's the formation lap, lads. Calm down. It's not the actual race yet. But yes, I presume it's going to be very close. TRT Venom leading the way. Savage Cabbage and Webby. I've got my money on Webby to make a decent start if he goes for it. Sorry about that. Silence. Oh, Webby almost losing it on the formation lap of all places. TRT Venom backing up the pack as he doesn't want cold tyres off the start. But the less said about Sizable Gravy, the better. Slowing the pack right up and launching. Savage Cabbage, I'm presuming. The AI is going to take control of their car anytime soon. Savage Cabbage getting that tiny little bit of edge he can. And now the AI is taking control of Savage Cabbage's car. Webby has got a massive gap to the two in front. Luca and Virtue has a massive gap himself. All these back lot are properly bunched up. Here we go. TRT Venom lining up the number 12 Ferrari. Followed by, I believe, with the number 38 Racing Point. Rounding off grid. Watch the lights. Will they be accurate? Here we go. Lights out. 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go here at Monza for the F1GXL League. Down we go to turn 1. Savage Cabbage doesn't seem to get the best of starts. There's this huge calamity. 3 wide into first turn 1. As Webby goes wide. Is it clean? I presume it is from everyone. Webby gets a penalty for corner cutting. So I presume my theory was not correct as they scatter out of turn 1. Beatnik losing 2 positions. Size of Gravy losing 2 positions. The Lawless Fever with a great start. Luca also up to P2 from 4th place. Oh, Savage Cabbage dropping. Now, behind Virtue, who having a great battle now. Round the outside goes Savage Cabbage and Virtue gets down in front. Oh, there's Carbon Fibre float in the back there. This Graphic Scarab losing loads in later places. He's very close, indeed. This fight, though, for 3rd place is very close. Can come out of the Ascari. I presume there's going to be no moves made out into there. Down the back straight now. This is looking to be helpful. Very good, in fact. With Red Fire Tiger on the mediums, Benzi Deck on the mediums as well. Aaron, Josh, Lawless Fever and Beatnik all on the mediums looking to make the longest stint. Oh, is that a timing glitch? Graphic Scarab, I think. Yes, he's still back there. Oh no, he's not. He's gone wide. Josh has got a penalty for corner cutting. There's a lot going on here. I think it might be a timing glitch at the moment. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think this is accurate. There are a lot of technical difficulties going on. Ooh, Red is going up the inside of CPA plays there. I think it's fixed itself now. With Venom leading by 1.3 seconds, followed by Luca with Virtue in the DRS when it gets enabled next lap. Savage Cabbage and DHL Webby Basket Case getting another 3-second time penalty as well on top of that. And Dumchum in 6th. Redders in 7th. Wow. The real winner of the start, 100%, I'd say has to be Josh, who's made the most places but does have a penalty. But Luca from 4th to 2nd. Very good at the moment. Some love for CB8 in this, as TRT Venom sets the fastest lap, although it is only the 2nd lap. DRS enabled then. Virtue possibly lining up a move on Luca here. Will he look for it? No, he's a little bit too far back. CB8 a little bit too far back. Are there going to be any moves into this first corner? Well, there is Graphic Scarab going for it. Up the inside of Aaron. Oh, sorry, not Aaron. Josh there. QBR Josh. He doesn't get the exit. Beatnik can possibly get him into the 2nd chicane. Through Curva Grande. Josh possibly fighting back to Scarab here. Looking to the outside now. Into the chicane. Oh, just doesn't manage to do it, but Scarab is very loose at the exit there, but manages to stay in front. Red Fire Tiger managing to climb a position since we last saw him. He's very close, with Christian right behind. Becoming very interesting between the Mercedes pair, who are the closest cars on the entire grid. Redders gets another 3-second time penalty. That's not good at all for his race. I mean, it is Monza, so I expect there to be a decent amount of penalties. That's a Webby, who gets very out of shape on the final corner. Panda Dungeon. Panda could look for it here if he uses his overtake, but I don't think he will. He won't have DRS because he wasn't in the detection zone. Oof. Rough there. Oh, Basket Case looking for a move on CB8. Oh, he looks for it, and he's passed. Good move there from Basket Case. Lawless Fever out. What's happened there? He's in the pit lane. He's given up. It's a retirement. Bad luck. both locking up into that corner, followed by Redders, Red Fire Tiger, Basket Case, people touching the gravel just on the outside there. Followed by CB8, Benzine's Geek. It's very close. CB8 has DRS now. It's Virtue. Virtue's very close. Going into here. Oh, that's a penalty. Yep, he's gone too far into the Ascari. Too deep, and he's gone wide. Giving him a penalty for a presumed track extending. But he's still going to have a look on Luca. Into this first corner. Go out the exit of Parabolica now. He drains all his overtake. Luca, I presume, doing the exact same thing. It's down the straight now. Virtue looks. Is he going to go for the inside? No, it's been covered. Virtue goes round the outside of Luca. What a move there. Virtue going up 3 places from the start. But remember, he does have that penalty. I presume penalties will become a factor. But will Luca have another go up into the second chicane? Virtue defends for all his life. Oh, there's a collision. Oh, and off Virtue goes straight on, and that's a 10-second time penalty. Oof, that was a bit dirty there. Red Fire Tiger looking to go off the track as well. Everyone flying through that second chicane. Everything going wrong. Luca and Virtue still right with each other. I'm going to be honest, that 10-second time penalty for Virtue was a little bit bad. Virtue trying to warm up his tyres down there, I think. Savage Cabbage right on the case now. Oh, Luca and Savage Cabbage with both gets another 3-second time penalty. Webby has 9 seconds. Virtue has the most due to his 10-second time penalty. But wow, this is close. Basket Case right behind Red Fire Tiger. With who's that slow? QBR Josh going slow. I presume this is him to retire. Here we go, these three look going into the corner, not very close. But Basket Case, I think that's Red Fire Tiger. Oh, Basket Case locks up. Manages to get it stopped. And QBR Josh does in fact retire, giving Sizable Gravy an extra way up. Basket Case not being able to get past Red Fire Tiger at the moment. Luca and Virtue, their battle is still going on. With Basket Case right behind Red Fire Tiger, as you can see on the timings. Sizable Gravy just passing the pit lane now. If there is a safety car, don't count out Sizable Gravy if he's got long-lasting tyres. Down straight into a scurry they go. Going to be no moves here for realistically anyone. Webby now joining in with this fall. It's going to be a 4-way fight. Virtue gets another penalty. If he carries on, he might get disqualified at this rate, and that is not going to be good at all with the way that the penalties work on this game. This is very close. A 4-way fight for second place, with one of them having 16 seconds worth of penalties. But I presume 10 seconds is going to be taken off his race time, sorry. Savage Cabbage getting very close to Luca. Could it be 3 wide? No! Can Savage Cabbage look for something? He can't, he locks up into the corner but manages to get it stopped. But Redders and Panda, side by side, out the exit. Who's going to get the traction out the exit there? Redders just keeps in front. With Egreek and Aaron as well. Aaron losing out there. Beatnik also losing out to Graphic Scarab, I think, there. Very close battles. CB8 still looking up the back of Basket Case. Who was that who went wide? Red Fire Tiger might have gone a little bit wide at that second chicane. Either that or Panda. Getting very, very close now. Red Fire Tiger right on the back of Panda, but I don't expect anything to come out of it down to this corner. Ooh, Red Fire Tiger has such a better Ascari. Panda! Ooh, what a save there from Panda there. Oh, and that's a collision. That's completely Panda's fault. What are you doing? It's turned into him down the straight. Benzine's gets past. Aaron goes past, and Scarab doesn't, it's too far back. That was not good. That might have been a mistake on Panda's part, but in the pits he goes, and I presume it's a retire. Possibly just for an early pit stop to try and undercut Red Fire Tiger. It's actually another thing that could happen, and I think it is to undercut. Luca's still right behind Virtue. These two not giving up anything. Venom running away with it out in front. 4.3 seconds lead. What a lead he has on the rest of the field. Closest battle at the moment being DHL Webby. This train of cars, which is now down to 3 cars after Panda, but a little bit skew-if out the exit of Ascari with a beautiful save. This is a 3-car fight. Sorry, 4-car fight for second place. I can't count apparently. Well, then followed by a 4-car fight for 6th place. The CB8 plays back in it. Then it's 10th place, we're a fight, and 12th place. But Graphic Scarab starting to fall back a little bit. Savage Cabbage might have the run on Luca here. If he gets the overtake done he's going to drain all of his overtake, I presume. Try and get past Luca. Down the long back from main straight now. Will he look for it into turn 1? You can see on the timing screen, CB8 plays goes for it. But Savage Cabbage out of nowhere doesn't manage to make it. Basket Case defends from CB8. And oh, there's a safety car. What's happened there to Luca? I just missed it. And Graphic Scarab gets a perfect pit stop. No, he's behind the safety car. Oh, I'm so annoyed I missed that. What happened there? I presume it was contact with Savage Cabbage. Might have been a side pod glitch, or might have got caught on his rear wheel. He might have just lost it himself. But at this calibre, I don't expect them to. That is going to completely wipe TRT Venom's lead that he had gained up, which I think amassed to 4.5 seconds at one point. Insane. They have 2, 3 or 4 laps behind the safety car now. Will they make their pit stops? I think it's an... Looking at the amount of laps left, I think it is a no-brainer at this point. If you don't pit, then what's the point? TRT Venom sporting a very nice racing helmet. Again, I'm more of an aesthetic guy than a racing guy. But oh my god, these guys are fast. And he does pit. They are all pitting, I presume. Virtue pitting as well, Savage Cabbage, DHL Webby, Redders as well. Red Fire Tiger stays out because of the double stacking. Basket Case also goes in, CB8. But these Greek doesn't care about the double stacking. Aaron also goes in, Beatnik. Graphic Scarab, I think, was the first one to pit. Scarab, Dumchin and Sizable Gravy have already pit. Red Fire Tiger leading after not pitting. TRT Venom still leads the way. Virtue manages to get there. DHL Webby manages to jump Savage Cabbage, I think there. Basket Case gets a massive leap out the pits. He was down in 9th and he's gone all the way to 6th. Net P5, I think. As Red Fire Tiger still hasn't stopped. Is he on the softs? No, he started on mediums. Starting to be a very interesting race here. This is going to hot up very, very soon. But let's just hope there's not many, or not any collisions, sorry. As I wouldn't want to see anyone get any more penalties than what they already have. Red Fire Tiger, obviously, as much as he's gained 10 places, he's still yet to stop in this race. TRT Venom losing 1. Basically, we've got to add 1 to all of these, except when we go down to P11, which is Graphic Scarab. Venom has lost 1. Virtue has gained 2. Savage Cabbage losing in the pit stop, but Basket Case behind gained so much in that pit stop. And Beatnik as well, up 6 places since the start. Looking very good for him. But they all back up out the final corner. Red Fire Tiger goes to pit now. he's going to fall right to the back. And what I was talking about, the position change, really doesn't matter. He's going to fall all the way down. Will he fall behind Panda? That is the real question. I think Red Fire Tiger will just about make it out in front. Look on board with Panda. Oh no, Red Fire Tiger hasn't made it in front of Panda. So Panda has managed to jump Red Fire Tiger, who was in proper contention for this race. Oof. Not good. Luca, obviously, after retiring, I presume with some kind of contact. If not, he lost it out the corner himself. It's TRT Venom, who's led so far. Lights, possibly to flag. We'll see as the race goes on. Virtue, I'll be honest, with his penalties, I don't think he's going to be winning this. Neither Webby. Savage Cabbage, I think, is the next person who could possibly win this race, but he has to clear both Webby and Virtue. Safety car is in this lap, as you can see at the bottom. This is time for TRT Venom to properly catch the grid napping if he can. Here we are, ready for the restart. This ought to be good. Controller very firmly in hand, ready for this restart. So I expect it to go absolutely bonkers. Having on board with TLD Venom, probably the best to go here. He's still going slowly. Still not. Is he going to leave it until the final second, do you reckon? And there he's off. Virtue also going. Webby possibly looking for a move on Virtue here. Away we go. Oh, Basket Case looking for Savage Cabbage. This is going to be very close. Oh, Basket Case. DHL Webby, sorry, locks up. Anyone going for a move? No, there's no position changes off the restart. Oh, but Redders is right on the back of Basket Case, who messed up his braking, or didn't get the best of exit, I presume. Oh, does Redders look for it? Oh, this is very close. Redders up the inside. Oh, there was a little bit of a collision there. Savage Cabbage does get a penalty, sorry. Because of that collision, and Basket Case trying to fight it. With CB8 Plays who's come out of nowhere. Just can't make it because Redders round his outside. Redders trying to retake the position he was in. Sorry for the cars outside. I live in an area with a bunch of idiots. These guys are keeping it very clean, unlike the online idiots that you see on online lobbies. Oh, Christian and Redders goes onto the gravel. CB8 Plays looking. I presume Redders used his overtake just to keep inside. But they're going to run out. Oh, around the outside, there's a little bit of contact there, but nothing major. Oh, what's happened? Something's massive has happened. There's a huge fight at the back here. Look at it. I think that's Graphic Scarab into the pits, possibly. Yes. As they go 4 wide, possibly. Into the first corner. Redders breaks as late as he dares and manages to keep in front of all of them. Oh, there's a collision. There's a massive pile-up at the first corner. I think that's Benzi's Geek. That is definitely going to be investigated, surely. I don't know what happened there. So it was Aaron who went into the pits. Massive winner there. Somehow it was HS Redders who managed to keep out of that melee. Beatnik still hot on his tails though. The race is definitely not over by any standard. Benzine's Geek alongside Graphic Scarab, who gets forced off and gets hit by Panda. This is all devolving into chaos near the back. Red Fire Tiger right behind Beatnik now. This safety car has completely changed this race. Red Fire Tiger looking right at the back of Beatnik here. Round the outside, Beatnik lets him pass, so I assume get the DRS down the main straight. But will Red Fire Tiger get the position with pure pace? DRS has now been enabled, which could enable Beatnik, but he just doesn't have the exit that Redfire Tiger has there. So it's going to stay put for these two, I think. Baron also getting penalties, and I think that's with Graphic Scarab in the pits. Paradigm as well, slowing down. This is huge. With Redfire Tiger still in 7th, but TRT Venom has managed to get out of DRS of Virtue. And I presume that's Panda. Going into the pits very slowly, in fact. He was retired. Hard luck, some of these drivers. TRT Venom now getting a 1.6 second lead with Virtue and Webby. Virtue managing to pull a gap for Webby. Savage Cabbage outside DRS as well. Basket Case is in Savage Cabbage's DRS though. With Redders outside, 2.6 seconds back, followed by Redfire Tiger, who's hot on his tails. I'm tripping over my words because I do not know what is going on. Everything is chaotic. Massive. Out the exit here, Redfire Tiger gets a better exit. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, which looks like Aaron, I think. Nick down to the... Oh! It's a safety car. What has happened? He's lost his front wing, I presume. He's come out the exit of Lesmo 2, gone into the gravel, and just stuck it in the wall. It's not good. Not at all. No one deciding to pick, except for Benzine Geek, who's gone for the softs. He reckons he's going to go mad on those first, or in this set of tyres. But may I add, this is insane for the championship for TRT Venom, with himself in first and Redfire Tiger all the way down in 7th. This would put TRT Venom ahead of Redfire Tiger in the championship. It has not been a... Benzine's looking to see if he can gain more points to try and catch up to the others. This is going to get very close. It's a massive race for the championship if it actually finishes the way it is. Varen, oh no, he's going to be in a lapped car behind TRT Venom, I think it was. It's Beatnik. Oh, who's pitting? Virtue's pitting. So it's DHL Webby. Sizable Gravy carries on. I told you not to count them out if there was another safety car. Basket Case as well. Redfire Tiger also pits. Everyone pitting for softs except for Venom, who I feel is going to be a bit of a sitting duck. Savage Cabbage, Beatnik, CB8, Sizable Gravy, all stayed out. They could be sitting ducks here in this Italian Grand Prix. Two seconds, lads. Again, as I said before, this TRT Venom, Redfire Tiger, if it stays how it is, TRT Venom will take the championship lead. But, by the looks of it, Redfire Tiger isn't going to give that up that easily. He's pitted for softs. As you can see, he's on the soft tyre, but he's not alone. The Benzine's Geek, Redders, as you can see, Basket Case pitting for mediums, I think. Webby on the softs, Virtue on softs. And Gravy, CB8, Beatnik, Savage Cabbage and TRT Venom not pitting. They could... The soft runners could have pulled a blinder. Ooh. CB8 and Sizable Gravy almost colliding there. And now we are just waiting for the safety car to go back into the pits. The time will get notified will be around the time when they go into Ascari. This, looking quite good for TRT Venom at the moment, but all the things could change. Everything could change. This is tier 1 after all. Nothing is absolute in this series. Some of these races are insane and better than the actual ones sometimes. But hey, safety car is in this lap. TRT Venom looking to keep his lead off the start, but I presume Savage Cabbage isn't going to let that happen. There's no, never mind. Just see, Aaron is still in that position. He's still a lapped car where he shouldn't be. So I think... Sorry about this. As they set off now. Savage Cabbage. We could go for it though on TRT Venom. Out the exit now. TRT Venom under pressure here. Oh, into the corner. The Savage Cabbage does it. Runs a little bit wide. TRT Venom goes for the switchback. It's a beautiful switchback here. Through Curva Grande now. They go. It's very close. Still having all up and down the field, and it's just a shame I can't show all of it at the same time. Savage Cabbage, who dares to break the latest? They're about equal match, but Savage Cabbage just yields. And past Redfire Tiger. Oh, that was a collision with DHL Webby, I think. Redfire Tiger. Ah, he goes wide. That's not at all good for the championship contender. This is huge off the start. Virtue, CB8 plays Beatnik, the Savage Cabbage and TRT Venom all in a massive train. Virtue the only one on softs. Looks up the inside of CB8 now. Oh, CB8 managed, just lets him through. Beatnik as well getting in the way now. Down the back straight. Virtue's on a charge now. After he got that 10-second time penalty, he is not giving up now. He gets past Beatnik now. There's a lot of movement up and down the field. I can't keep up with all of it. But Beatnik looks to possibly try it again. Retake that third position there. He looks to the outside, it's just not enough. In raw speed, Savage Cabbage still looking for it. Oh, Virtue locks up. That's not going to help him, well, finish the race on these soft compound tyres. Sizable Gravy and Basket Case as well, side by side into the second chicane. Oh, who gets out on top? Sizable Gravy goes sideways. The two Williams now fighting. This Graphic Scarab getting involved as well. Everything stays how it was. Redfire Tiger goes past Graphic Scarab, who just loses speed out the exit there, I think. Oh, Sizable Gravy goes off. DHL Webby is out of the race. It's Virtue right behind Savage Cabbage now. And it's just another safety car. As Webby, I think, has gone off at Lesmo 2. Yeah, you can just see it on the minimap there. QBR Aaron just going past. I wonder... Yeah, must have just been forced completely off. Redfire Tiger, not making the positions that we'd expect him to. Considering he's currently leading the championship. Oh! Oh! That's massive! Aaron is in the wall! And who's that? TRT Venom and Savage Cabbage in the pits. They're both hitting the softs. Has TRT Venom possibly chucked away a win here? That Virtue. This puts Beatnik in such a good position to win this race. TRT Venom. I am surprised at this decision. This is huge. 7, 8 laps to go, and there'll be 5 or 6 laps left to go by the time the safety car's back in. Does he genuinely think he can get back to the front ahead of the likes of Beatnik, Ben, CB8, Virtue, HS Redders, and his championship contender, or championship rival, Redfire Tiger in front? I've seen Redfire Tiger drive in other leagues, and he is rapid on new tyres. This restart, I reckon, is going to be just as good as the last. This. I do not understand. Yes, he would have been slower on those tyres, but the fact that he pulled the gap in the first time and they're on fresher soft tyres and he was on those mediums. I don't know, man. I don't know if that was the right call. We're all very bunched up now. Virtue leading the way with 16 seconds worth of penalties. He could have won this race if he wasn't forced off. But I believe it was Basket Case who pushed him off there at the start, near the start. Virtue a little bit far away from the safety car, but he's catching back up now. This race. Redfire Tiger! Redfire Tiger's in the pits! Just as I was saying, TRT Venom is back in a position to take the championship lead. What has happened here? Everything's gone in its head. They are all lining up behind the safety car. Redfire Tiger, out of nowhere, just comes into the pits. That's great for Venom, who is still in the hunt. This is massive. I don't know what some of these strategies are, but they're all warming up and weaving on their tyres. They're all trying to get temperature. In Tier 2 yesterday, apparently I've heard that just the amount of tyre temperatures played into this race was massive. It's not as bad as TRL Limitless's negative 200 degrees, but from what I've heard, it was massive and was a huge impact on the race. So I'm not in this lap, but I presume... Or is it in this lap? No, it is. It is in this lap, sorry. Mistake on my part. Virtue seems to be revving his car for whatever reason. Oh, will he do it? He goes. Beatnik right behind, followed by CB8, who gets a brilliant restart there. Benzine right behind as well. TRT Venom. This is very close. CB8 looks for it. Can he go for it on Beatnik? He looks for it. I am so sorry for this terrible showing. Oh! Never mind, we're back. Graphic Scarab and everything. Virtue in the lead, followed by Beatnik, CB8 plays. Benzinski, HS Redders and TRT Venom. It's right behind the back, you can see there. Redders gets another penalty. Venom, what a launch out the back of that corner there. What a launch compared to Redders. Still up the inside there. Oh! TRT Venom gets a beautiful move and Virtue gets another penalty. Venom coming to join this fight for second place. CB8 being the only one with a penalty. Oh, CB8 tried to make that 3 wide but couldn't. Is he trying to get him round the outside of the exit here? He's got no ERS. No one's got any ERS for the exit. Benzinski still has the better straight line speed here, as Beatnik tries to battle him for it. Virtue has run away down into the first corner. Who dares to break Laker? Beatnik breaks later, round the outside, turns into the inside. Beatnik doesn't manage to get the exit. The TLT Venom right behind. Raiders basket case. I think that's Savage Cabbage. Savage Cabbage is falling at the back there. I think he's gone behind. Gone behind. Oh, Venom looks at the inside of Beatnik. Does Beatnik... Beatnik yields. Gets Venom past. Venom's getting back into that first place. After the race win last time out, he is hungry for his second to try and win. Or not win, but take the lead of the championship. What a restart. And it's still going on near the back. Size of a gravy and HS Redders. Redders goes wide, which could give Graphic Scarab. Red Fire Tiger gets a 3-second time penalty. There's only Ben, Venom and Beatnik were left who don't have penalties. Venom gets a launch out the exit there. Keeps in the slipstream. It's to the inside there. DRS is now enabled. Here we go. He's not enabled for them. Round the outside goes Venom. Red Fire Tiger's retired. He's gone into the pits and retired. It's going to be huge for the championship. Massive touch at the exit of Curva Grande, or in Curva Grande. So here it plays in basket cases are going side by side. Venom, Benzinski don't carry on. CB8, oh, Savage Cabbage goes deep into the braking zone. CB8, can he get him out the exit here? Oh, he goes for it on the inside of Lesmo 1. Savage Cabbage launches it through that corner and manages to stay in front. He's huge. His restart is crazy. I mean, it's the least you'd expect with Tier 1. Honestly. TRT Venom and Benzinski. TRT Venom is through. He's through now to try and chase after Virtue, who's leading this race. But technically isn't. He's technically last with those penalties, which I presume 10 seconds is most likely going to get taken away. Because that 10-second time penalty was harsh. Venom has used up all his ERS though. Benzinski's getting a little bit more. He's got 3% ERS, with Virtue having 17 after pulling 4.2. Venom's already taken 3/10 out of him on that first lap. Graphic Scarab and HS Redders very close. Basket case CB8. Does Basket case look for it? No. He tries to though. HS Redders behind. Basket case gets the exit on CB8. Does he? No. CB8 I presume using overtake to get away from him there. This is very interesting. The top 4 no longer in DRS range. The Savage Cabbage just keeping in DRS range of Beatnik. Is being followed by CB8. Basket Case is right on the tail of CB8. And on the tail of Basket Case is HS Redders. Graphic Scarab and Sizable Gravy not too far behind either. Basket Case possibly sizing up a move into Ascari on CB8. He looks to the inside. And he makes the move, but he gets a penalty while doing so after 9 seconds time, or worth of time penalty. The CB8 out the exit. Is he under pressure here from HS Redders? No, he's not. It's just him and Basket Case at the moment. The Savage Cabbage and Beatnik also very close. Up ahead, you can see here. Gotta focus on that fight because Savage Cabbage is right there. We're on the penultimate lap of this race now. Savage Cabbage looks to the inside. He goes for it. It's a beautiful move. Beatnik has nothing to respond to it. CB8 plays, gets overtaken by Basket Case. With Redders behind. Basket Case properly showing the moves and why people actually end up backing. Venom has taken a chunk out of Virtue's time. A second since I last mentioned it with Benzinski behind. Followed by Savage Cabbage. Those 4 really not in contention with Beatnik, and it all starts from Beatnik going down to Basket Case, CB8, HS Redders, Graphic Scarab, who's just flipping in between having DRS and not, and Sizable Gravy, who has come from a lap down to be in the points. Obviously he can't be out of the points unless he DNFs, but as it stands at the moment, he will be in 8th, possibly 7th place with all the penalties. Possibly 6th if Virtue falls behind all of these lot. Virtue, I presume, is pushing for his life, and here we go, Basket Case looking for a move on Beatnik now. He's cleared CB8 and he's instantly gone for it. Venom sets the fastest lap of the race and taking a 1.3 seconds out on Virtue that lap. We have DRS overtake, and I presume Richmond's there. The Basket Case with Beatnik defending, but I don't think it's going to be anything. Beautiful racing so far by Basket Case, with Beatnik losing 2 positions in 2 laps as we're on to the final lap of the race. Yeti Venom manages to get there. Is there only going to be any more moves? Sizable Gravy and Scarab side by side for the final positions in this race. Sizable Gravy possibly going for the outside. Can he switch it to the inside? No, he can't. He stays behind. These two could be tasty near the end. With Virtue, I mean, I'm going to sit here and say as if he won it, because that 10-second time penalty wasn't worth it. Wasn't fair. But he's still got 9 second times worth of penalties. He drove a great race, but all the spoils will go to, and if he keeps it onto the track, the new championship leader, as Savage Cabbage gets 3 more seconds worth of penalties. TRT Venom will become the new championship leader after this race. He comes around the final corner. Yes, Virtue wins it on track, but TRT Venom wins the Monza race here in F1GXL Tier 1 Season 2. What a race that was. We're waiting for the penalties to roll in. Will Virtue be last? We'll have a look as the graphics roll in. But what a race that was. CB8 coming home in 4th. What an absolute banger. Beatnik driver of the day. Fair play to him as well. That was quite good. Lots of people backing Basket, but didn't deliver straight away. But Venom taking the win there. As my original Xbox One is taking ages to load the podium ceremony and stuff. Presume they still do that in these online races. And there we have Venom moonwalking onto the podium here in Monza. The Scuderia have done it in front of their home crowd. What a race that was for TRT Venom for the championship as he takes the lead. Oh, what a race. But his fastest lap also went to Venom near the end as well there. So that's a full 26 points at the end of that race. Yes, Virtue goes down in 8th only. Venom has won it, as you can see. Lights to flag, technically. Got pole and wins it. Not lights to flag, sorry. CB8 coming down in 4th. Savage Cabbage. HS Redders in 6th. Basket Case in 7th. Virtue in 8th. Sizable Gravy in 9th. And Graphic Scarab in 10th. What a race that was. Virtue won it on track, but it goes to Venom, who now leads the Drivers' Championship. Because this is my first proper time commentating, sadly there won't be any interviews, but I am so happy that my first time commentating a race was one of the best races that I've seen online in ages. I thank all of you who were coming out to watch this, watch me ramble on my own, as the person who was supposed to be with me today just couldn't make it. But hey, that stuff happens. Goodbye.